Growing up, we are told that hard work pays off. But what if it doesn't? What if one's identity predetermines success or failure? This hypothetical is the reality for many women competing for a chief executive officer or CEO position. There are very few female CEOs because of bias and stereotyping, so to ensure fairness, people should be evaluated based on their metrics, not their identity. There are many reasons why there are few female CEOs, and one of them is definitely stereotyping. It often yields unreasonable results, and in a survey of 132 companies and 34,000 employees, it found that women who negotiated for promotions were 30% likelier to be seen as aggressive, bossy, and even intimidating. This graph shows only 6% of the 500 most successful companies are under female CEO leadership. That's only 33 out of 500 companies run by women. Another factor that comes into play is how male appearance often overrides female success. So women essentially have to climb the mountain while men can take the escalator to the top. Punished unfairly for mistakes and not really celebrated for achievements, women are not seen for what they bring to a company, but rather what their identity presents them as. And this leads into bias, and that often limits opportunity. In a survey of 786 males, nearly half of them, at 43%, said bias prevented women from being higher ranked as CEOs. Susan Wojcicki, CEO of YouTube, states, "Because the industry is reinventing itself all the time, there's not a set model about who could or should be successful." Wojcicki's statement reveals that qualified women, among other minorities, should have equal opportunities to achieve success, and that business is about sales, not imposing bias to hinder potential and weaken diversity. So what direct action can be taken to promote equality in the workplace? Well, there are many solutions to gender and diversity challenges in the workplace. Change begins with men in power, and this can start by educating authority on bias and stereotyping through classes or checkups, and also by advocating for a more transparent and fair evaluation process. This means more reasonable expectations and a more diverse panel reviewing job applicants. Jan Fields, ranked in the second position at McDonald's USA, explains, "It's really all about money. I always had to do better than anybody else to be considered equal. I ran great restaurants, had great profits, and had the most successful people working for me." Fields' experience illustrates the current struggle women face to be recognized in the industry, but also the power of evaluating workers based on their successes, not their identity. This idea of evaluating people based on their metrics is really positive, and everyone will be evaluated the same, there's a more diverse staff involved, and there's less bias incorporated into this entire process. In today's society, women are evaluated unfairly, hence the disproportionate amount of female CEOs. But there are tangible ways to promote empowerment and diversity in the workplace. The time to act is now, and we should be striving to prove that hard work does, in fact, pay off. Thank you.